All right. Yeah. There we go. Hello. 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 It is early. It shouldn't feel this early because technically I woke up 2.5 hours ago. Yeah. I read the 5 a.m. Club book. Loved it. Great book. And I was like, I need to do this. So I started waking up at 5 a.m. to meditate. The problem is that I wake up and I meditate and then I go right back to bed. Excuse me, sir. Sorry. So I don't know that it technically counts if you're only awake for 30 minutes and then you go back to bed for an hour and a half, and then get up again. I don't know if you're technically a part of the 5 a.m. club when you do that, but that's what I have been doing. So I am still kind of tired, but that's okay. Sometimes tired writing is the way to go, you know? So, as you can see, I fixed my setup here so that anyone watching will be able to actually see our countdown as we go. You can see my recycling bin pen holder. It doesn't quite close when there are pens in it, but that's fine. So I'm pretty happy with the setup that I got going on. It's a lot cleaner. You couldn't see, but I had a lot of equipment all around me on my desk and various tables and benches that I have. There were a lot of wires. I would often trip myself up. So this is nice because it's forcing me to get my stuff in order in a way that will be beneficial for me. So I want to go ahead and get started because I want to do some longer sprints today. So we'll start off with, let's say, let's do 7 minutes. We haven't done 7 minutes yet. So we'll start off with a 7 minute sprint and then come back. And then I want to do a longer one, like 28 minutes or something. We'll see. We'll find out once we get there. I'm going to go ahead and put in the comments my word count that I'm starting with just to kind of help keep track, and also that we're doing a 7 minute sprint. So I'll do that real quick. First, let's check 11,391. 11,391. If this was NaNoWriMo and we were already on day 11, that would not be good. Speaking of that, I have decided we will do, for NaNoWriMo, we will do some days that are only 1 hour streams and some days we will do longer. I'm thinking like one day will be really long, like 4 hours of writing together, and then one day will be 2 hours and 2 days will be 1 hour. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't know for sure. We'll find out. We still have some time before Nano, so we'll figure it out as we go. But let's see. First up. Oop, 7 minutes. Man, this does not bode well for my ability to write today. Okay, 7 minutes. I'm gonna mute myself so that I can write in silence. You put on whatever background playlist or vibe aesthetic that you want. I'll see you in 7 minutes. All right. That's 7 minutes down. Let's see. 3. I'm up to 11,533. Not even 200 words, which is not my favorite thing, but that's pretty consistent for me. I think the last stream we did, we started with an 8-minute sprint and I got about 200 words. So apparently for my first sprint, I'm sitting around 150, 200 words. But then the last sprint that we did last time was a 6-minute sprint and I got fully 200 words. So I get better with time. But that's why we do short sprints to kind of warm us up, you know? My tea also warms me up. Okay. So with this chapter is very little dialogue for the whole first half. It's one of my characters is very in his head, which means that I have to write it differently. So the way that I write is I write all of the dialogue first and then go back in and fill in the dialogue tags and the description about what's going on, what's around them, how they're speaking to each other, that sort of thing. And that's because I don't see scenes or imagine scenes. I hear them. It's like I hear people talking. So that's how I write. But with this scene, there's like this thing that happens at the beginning, a whole chunk of this guy kind of freaking out in his head, and then a secondary scene that ties to it, but it's secondary, it's different. So right now I have to bridge this gap so that my brain is like, where are we at again? Oh yeah, and I can go back and write the dialogue for that. So I'm currently trying to bridge this gap, but it's weird. I am not used to writing this part before knowing what my next dialogue is. And it's basically just that I don't know where he's at when the dialogue starts. So I don't want to start writing the dialogue until I know that, not a big deal or anything, just weird, It's like you get into a habit and then suddenly you're changing your habit and you're like, this doesn't feel good. I am used to this other thing. So yeah, that is my current struggles on this book. So next, we're just gonna jump right in. I'm very tired. I don't know if this is the best time to be sprinting. Sprinting. Yeah, sprinting. Writing streams. I don't know what time is gonna be the best time to do a writing stream, but that's why we're testing it out. So we don't have a stream tomorrow, but we will have one Friday, and Friday will be another morning one. I don't know if I want to try earlier even. But like if I did earlier, I'd be like 6. That way I had to force myself to stay awake after my meditation. So I don't know if we want to go even earlier like that or if we want to go more mid-afternoon. We'll probably try even earlier. I'm going to hate myself for that, but we'll probably try that. And then Saturday we'll do an evening one to kind of see if maybe we want to do that more. I would do the evening one on Friday, but I'm taking my friend to go see the Taylor Swift movie for her birthday because she is a major Swiftie. Technically, I kind of have to call myself a Swiftie now because she made me listen to all of her albums before we're going to see the movie. So I have now listened to all of at least the regular original album songs. With all the re-records that she's done, I haven't listened to any of those. And I haven't listened to anything that wasn't specifically on an album, but just the regular album songs, I've heard all of those. So I guess technically you can call me like a baby Swiftie now. I like some of them. I'm not a big country fan, so the first couple were not for me. But I like the later ones. I like Reputation. That one was my favorite. Anyway, when it's just me talking to myself while no one's in these streams to like be talking about their books, and what they're writing and the process of writing, my brain's just gonna go off on its own little rabbit trails. So hopefully you enjoy the rabbit trails of my mind. So we're gonna jump this up. I'm thinking we do a 28 minute sprint. That's a long time. It's a long one. It's a long sprint. But I'm thinking we try it out. We see what happens. It's all about testing things out, trying new things, you know? So I think we do that. So I'm gonna put in here. "28-minute sprint. Let's go." All right. That's a long one down. Let's see. 12, 1, 2, 6. After that one, I have 12,126, which is not that many words for almost 30 minutes, but it's the morning time. That tells me that I might need to do my streams later in the day if I want to get more words in. But it's okay. I also have like a hand thing right now. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the way it's like it has this little bump right there? I have this little bump, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. I have it narrowed down to two things, and I'm supposed to keep it wrapped, but my wrap isn't here yet. It should be here today, actually, so that's good. To kind of like keep my wrist like this, so I'm not aggravating it, and it feels kind of like carpal tunnel, so it's probably associated with carpal tunnel. The things that it could be are associated with carpal tunnel. So that is making typing harder. I do a lot of things with my hands. I do a lot of work on my computer for various things. I do a lot of drawing. I was doing projects this weekend, and I think that's what aggravated the situation because I used a glue gun a lot with a lot of this motion, and it sits right here between these two fingers. I painted a lot this weekend, so there's just a lot of stuff that I do with this. I actually decided to start training my left hand to draw. That way I can have at least one thing that I'm not doing with my right hand. Anyway, I got far enough that I started writing the dialogue that ends this scene, so that feels pretty good. I am pretty happy about that part. So we have 12 minutes. We'll do one more. What do we think? Another 7? An 8? We're just gonna jump back in because I'm very in this scene. I'd like to get the dialogue all written before we go our separate ways today. I gotta tell my grandma happy birthday today and one of my best friends because they share a birthday. I've known my grandma my whole life, as most people with grandmas do. Not all, but most. And one of my best friends whose birthday is today, I've known her for 10 years now, and I just figured out last year that they shared the same birthday. Not because I didn't know their birthdays, I just never put the two together. So I gotta tell them individually happy birthday. And I have some videos I need to film for some stuff. So we'll do another sprint and then I will go about my day doing my other stuff. So let's see. Do we want 7 minutes or 8 minutes? We'll do 7 minutes. So we got 7 minutes. I'm on 12,126 words. I'm going to hope, I don't know, 7 minutes, 200. I shouldn't hope for more than 12,300 words because my record is about 200 for 70 minutes. So we'll do that. I'm very tired today. I don't think I'm as interesting as I am sometimes because I'm sleepy. I'm just very sleepy today. So the early mornings might not be the best, but Friday we're doing even earlier. So we'll see. I might have to drink coffee instead of tea on Friday. Anyway, let's go ahead and just jump right in. We're going to do another 7-minute sprint. 7 minutes popping you here. Right. I actually lost words Oh. Because I deleted a section because I realized that something that I said was not actually what that character would say. So I actually lost words. I'm now at 12,120 instead of 12,126, but it's fine because it fits better. Um, so yeah, once again, I did not quite meet my goal, but I'm very close to meeting my goal. So I will spend a little bit of time after the stream getting my goal met before I continue on with the rest of my stuff. I hope if you watch this, you enjoy. Um, I'm Rocky. I don't say that at the beginning. I feel like I probably should. This is Curb Entertainment. We have our official publishing section of the business that is launched now at curbentertainment.com. I can finally tell you the website. You can check out, we provide book cover design, novel formatting, editing services, proofreading services for your book, which is so exciting. Yeah, that's us. We got a lot of interesting things coming soon. We just launched publishing, but we're prepared to launch the next section of the business within the next couple months. And so right now it is a focus on publishing, but also we have this stuff that we have to get ready before we launch the next thing, which is fun. It's fun. It's chaotic, but it's fun. Um, I would show you the rest of my office right now, but it is chaos in here, except for this little corner that I got also situated for our live write-ins. So yeah, this was great. If you want to join me Friday, October 13th. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Friday, October 13th, I think I'll commit to a 6 a.m. writing stream. So I'll see you at 6 if you want to join me then. And then Saturday, we'll do sometime in the evening. I'll decide between now and Friday. So, yeah, I'll see you soon, everybody. Hopefully. And happy writing.